They don't know, but they don't read either.
We're talking gun store etiquette.
Yes,
gun store etiquette.
and range.
Okay.
Jesus.
So the first one that will really get you in trouble and people angry at you is if you pull your gun out of your pocket or pants or holster, and point it at us. Now that sounds...
I need a holster for this.
Right, that sounds like anybody listening would say, well, of course you wouldn't pull your gun out and point it, but it happens all day long.
All day.
Especially if you got a cool-looking gun and you think we've never seen a cool-looking gun. You want to show it to us or the customers around. You had some guy in class today that kept jumping in on everything that y'all were talking about. So it's common, and I'm not sure why it's common, but it happens.
We were doing a little resting like this. We weren't really aggressive like this yet.
But they do. They come in like if this was a gun, this is a knife. It's unloaded. So if they come in and say, this is well, they don't tell you either first. They just say,
they
all
don't
right,
tell you.
I'm looking for an ammo for, and they must practice drawing because an ammo for this. And it's, it's their gun. Or I need some extended mags for this. Yeah. Or we'll say, what kind of gun you got? And instead of saying a Glock, they just say this. And they point their gun at us. So don't point your guns at us.
Don't do that. Don't even pull it out. Don't.
We know what a Glock looks like. I know it's hard to believe, but you can just tell us what it is. So don't put your guns out on and point them at us.
Or just walk around the store with it in your hand with a slide down. We had a guy do that the other day, and I jumped in his shit, and I ended up yelling at him because I said, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to rack that slide back," and he goes to rack the slide back, and he's pointing it right at us as he racks the slide.
As he does it.
And I said, "Don't point it at us." And at that point, he was like, he didn't know what to do. He was like so nervous, and Paul had to actually walk up to the end of the counter and say, "Look, just leave it like it is. Bring it to me. And I'll rack it back." Because clearly the guy froze. Like, he got so nervous.
People don't realize that there's about a 6-second delay from the time that we ask them to please rack the slide back for the round that comes shooting out of it.
Right.
So there's a dead moment in there for about 5 seconds where you don't know what's about to happen. They're either going to pull the trigger and shoot one of us or shoot themselves or blow a hole in the counter, which has happened, or they're going to rack that slide back and that round's going to come jumping out of there.
Right.
And I want to be very clear.
They had no idea what was in there.
Yeah, when they're doing all this, the rest of us have our eyeballs on you and you don't know it. The one you're talking to, trust me, we're all listening and watching.
Right.
And we got their back.
Paul's mom
that happens a lot. What? Oh, that the guy.
I yelled at the guy and she got scared.
A day or two ago, 2 guys came in and the mag was out, but there was a round in it.
Yep. They just don't know.
Those rounds come jumping out.
With the wrong ones, boo.
The accidental discharges are not fun.
No. They're loud.
Right.
Very loud.
Especially from a 308.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we had one kickoff in the store, 308. You work with guns enough, it'll happen, but man, it's not fun. All right, so what's another one that gets you?
God, the first one, golly.
Yeah, that one's really bad.
Do not come in smelling like weed and alcohol or alcohol. Do not. I will call you out.
And that doesn't mean when we call you out on it, you go out to the car and Febreze.
Yeah.
And then come back in.
Guys have done that. They sprayed themselves with Pine Sol or something. Dunked their head.
Rub the tree on the dash.
They just smell like weed and Febreze.
Yep. I mean, don't do that. Then this is the one store you're going to come to. The customer is not ever right.
And look, we sell guns. Don't call us
and ask.
Hey, do y'all sell guns?
Well, you know a funny story? When I was working at Shooters Club, somebody called and asked what our drink specials were. They thought it was a club. They thought it was a club. I swear to God. I swear to God. They said, y'all got specials tonight?
Yeah, but with the internet now, okay,
well, this was like
who doesn't look
7 years ago.
But I'm saying even now, people call us and be like, where y'all located?
Right.
Google Maps. What the fuck?
I've had people call and ask us for our phone number after they call me.
Yeah. Some of it's crazy.
And then they say they're driving and hold on.
And another one I love is, are y'all open? Well, I'm not answering this bitch from my penthouse suite in Vegas.
Or like we have a dedicated person answering the phone all day, like a operator.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got a couple questions for you. I got 15 fucking people in the goddamn store. You want to ask me, hey, what do you think? What's your cheapest gun? What's your cheapest pistol?
And then they say, you tell them, it's like $100. It's a piece of crap. Wait,
needs work.
That's a good gun?
Hammer doesn't fire.
It's not a fucking good gun. It's in a bag.
Or you got not any. You got any 9mm in? What do you want? Guns
It's
or
got
ammo?
tape holding it together.
It's in 3 different bags right now, held together by glue. No, it's not a good gun. It's a piece of shit. That's why it's $100.
Don't call asking for no damn high perk.
And then read your gun. You know, see what it is, and the make and the model.
Y'all got a magazine for
a
Glock 9mm.
What model? They mix a couple of those.
Or Smith & Wesson Glock 9.
Yeah.
9mm 40.
Or they want the ammo for just a specific gun. Sweetheart, the caliber is the caliber.
Right.
And we're not making fun of people.
No,
well,
we're just...
to a certain extent we are,
man.
but all you have to do
We
is
are.
just do I mean, it's not even doing homework, it's just knowing what the shit you have.
It just makes me kind of sad for humanity, you know.
It does.
I'm serious.
But the biggest things, like you said, don't come in here with a gun. Don't come in here with smelling like weed and alcohol.
And don't
And
get sassy.
After the
Oh,
incident,
I will turn your sass ass back out and leave your sass ass shit
after
somewhere
the
else.
incident on February 20th, you know, it's just so much more amplified.
Right.
You know,
It
you're so
is.
much more conscious of it now,
Yeah.
where we got complacent with it before.
Well, I had to tell him before, you know, look up and there's too many people in there. And I'm like, you know, we're only going to take 6. It has nothing to do with COVID. I need to be able to watch every single person for every other single person. And I was like, y'all making me nervous. You don't want to do that. And they all started going out the door.
There's a sign. It's a pretty legible sign. It's in English.
Very legible.
Please read.
Nobody
in
reads that
English,
shit.
it's
They
double
just walk in.
spaced.
Just like we tell them, we tell them when they come in. We already have 6 people. You got to wait outside. What do?
Yeah, they'll count.
They got to sit there and count, motherfucker. I counted.
If I tell you to get out, I don't give a shit how many people are in here. Walk out. Damn it.
Yeah, I
Some
don't
of
like
it's
guns
just crazy.
pointed at me. That's no good.
No.
We had a guy, or I saw a
It
guy
happens
made a
lot,
comment.
man.
Does.
A guy made a comment on a post on Instagram or on Facebook or something
Probably bad.
about the incident on the 20th, where the news said, you know, you're not allowed to walk in the store with a loaded firearm. And somebody posted, I didn't realize the Second Amendment had a dress code. Motherfucker does in
You
this
so
store.
stupid.
I mean, I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would want to walk in holding a loaded gun anyway.
Well, and I mean, granted, we don't really bitch if it's in a holster
Right.
and it is
The
secure.
problem is it never stays in that holster.
I know.
man. This is like the one place on earth that they think they can take it out the holster.
I just
It never stays in that holster.
every time somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, I got this," you know, I got it out in the car, and I'll say, "Well, bring it in, but make sure it's not loaded before you bring it in." And they bring it in with a slide lock back most of the
And
time.
we always check it.
Yeah, and still have to check.
Don't come in with your hat on, your sunglasses on, all that good
Hoodie
stuff.
over your head.
Don't do that because we're all on alert. Boo.
Well, think
Trust
about
me.
that. Think about what other
You've got
business. This
crosshairs
is
on
why
your
it's so
ass.
crazy that's even, you know.
We ain't selling
that it's an
snowballs in this
issue.
motherfucker.
No.
Think of any other business in the world where you can go in with a mask on, a hoodie on, a loaded gun in your hand,
Mm-hmm.
and not get approached by the store employees.
No, excuse me.
Like, what if you went into Eckerd's?
Eckerd's? I used to work at Eckerd's when I was a kid.
I loved
Love it.
Eckerd's.
Oh my god.
I don't know where that came from. Jesus Christ. This apple juice.
Too much apple juice, boo.
Walgreens with a hood on, a mask on, glasses with a loaded gun in your hand.
You don't walk into Levitt's furniture.
That's right.
I'm not walking into Rosenberg's.
You don't go to an AFL game with your